Hello and welcome to your rites of passage for surviving 1984 from the ashes. We'll just kind of go in the boot order of everybody. You can say your piece. I know pre-merge, there may be people that neither of you even have an opinion on. So when we get there, we'll get there. I'm not sure which starting tribes you were on, but the first boot of the game was Jessica.
You were with her, so you could go first.
Yeah, Jessica was in my OG tribe. Honestly, she was so cute, like so sweet. She was so inactive. That's why she was just like an easy name to throw. And pretty much nobody had connections with her. So we just wanted to be like an easy vote. And like on the day when we had to go to tribal, I called with her like 1 hour or 2 hours before the vote. And she was so sweet. Like she was like trying to get me the vote on somebody else, and I was like promising her, yes, I'm going to help you. I'm not going to vote for you. And like she was saying how she didn't want to be like a first vote, and I really felt bad for like Jessica, but by that time I felt that that was the right move for everyone because it was like an easy vote, like first vote, and we just wanted to win challenges. But she was amazing, so sweet.
Yeah, Jessica, I didn't get a chance to meet you, but you were super cute and you look like my kind of chick. So I feel like if we were
We
on the
love
same
you, Jess.
tribe, I would have gotten along with you. I liked your intro video. You seem sweet. Unfortunately, things didn't take out that way, but maybe one day we'll meet again.
Okie dokie. Next we have Mr. Eric Broden.
I have no idea what to say. He seemed like a player, I would say.
Yeah, Eric, I don't know you personally, but when I saw this cast, you were actually the one person who I wanted to be on a tribe with because I know who you are from a previous community. I don't think you know who I am, but I feel like we would have had a lot of shit to talk about, and I think we would have gotten along really well. So unfortunately, it didn't happen. I expected you to make it really far, so I was shocked you got out second. But yeah, maybe one day.
I think Sky was responsible for Eric being voted out.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Like, did you have a crush on him?
Me? No, I have my man, and it's not him.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
who's
Next we have Jordan.
He was on my tribe. Jordan, you were super sweet. When I first met you, I thought that you were someone who I was going to get along with really well, but you were just so nice that I feel like people couldn't tell if it was fake or genuine. I do think at the end of the day it was genuine. And you might not know this, but Zach was actually supposed to be the first one voted out. And last minute, I asked the girls if we could switch it to you instead of Zach. I feel bad because you are really nice, but I just didn't know where your head was at. Um, like I said, you're super sweet. I'm sure you're a great teacher. I liked talking to you about your school and things like that. Yeah, sorry about how the game went for you, and I hope there's no bad blood.
Nothing, Billy?
Billion has nothing to say.
No?
honestly, yes, I have nothing to say. I only knew that Zach and Madison were like kind of close to him.
Mm-hmm.
So like I have no opinion, honestly.
Okay, next we have Jonathan.
Jonathan, um, you were on my OG tribe, and you were someone who I really talked to a lot. We were both probably the two most active people in the tribe, and me, you, and Taisha connected early on. So I was super happy that we got to save you in that first vote because it was almost you going home. You were not the strongest in challenges, and I think everyone saw that. So I'm assuming that's what happened at the swap. But I was a little surprised because like I said, we had me, you, Taisha, and Kira voting together at that first vote. So I thought you were going to be in good on your swap tribe. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. If I was there, hopefully something could have been different. But it's all love. You're a super sweet guy, and I wish the game went differently for you.
Are we moving on?
Villian has done
Um,
today.
like he looks like really nice guy, like smiley, positive, energetic. I've heard that he was really bad at challenges. That's why he was like an early target, but nothing else to say.
Okie dokie. Next, we have the queen herself, Miss Chloe.
Chloe. She was in mine 2.0 tribe. Yeah, so pretty much like something interesting about Chloe. So we made an alliance with Chloe, Ali, and Laura. Like after the swap, one day after the swap, and I kind of was leaning towards like saving Chloe. However, I just felt Laura got closer to Chloe, and Zach was kind of in the out. So we just decided, like me and Ali decided to like get Chloe out and keep Zach. And I really felt bad because like she really put some trust in me, but I felt that that was like better for my game. And on a personal level, I think Chloe is amazing, like so nice person. Like we had like a really nice conversations with her. And yeah, I love you, Chloe. Like I think she didn't join uh our tribal when she got voted out. Probably she knew she was going to be voted out. Uh,
Yeah, Chloe, I didn't really get a chance to meet you, but you seemed super sweet in that one endurance challenge we had. So I'm sure you were a fun chick. And like I said, we didn't get a chance to meet, but cheers to you.
Next, we have the second queen herself, Casey.
Oh my God, I really can't. This girl is crazy, but I love it. I love her. We swapped together on to Crete 2.0. And Casey, you were like my original girl in that tribe. We talked a lot. We shot the shit. You killed me. You cracked me the fuck up. You were so funny, but you were a beast competitor. Like you were pretty scary. Like of anyone in this game, talking to you, I was like pretty intimidating. Like I know that you're someone who could have run this game if you did have the chance. And unfortunately, you were taken out by an idol. I think there were some pre-game things that you couldn't really escape coming into this one, but you were a beast. I love you, and I hope that we can keep in touch after this game.
Jake, did you know that X was going to play his idol?
I
And
didn't,
idol
but I knew
okay.
once you played. I knew once you played it that Casey was gone.
Yeah, so about Casey first, I want to say I love Casey. Casey, if you watch that, I adore you. So me and Casey, we've played together before with Ali in Paranoia, and I was responsible for Casey being voted out in that org. So when I saw her being on the tribe with her, I was like a bit scared. I was like, okay, so I have to be careful because I voted her out. Um, but we just decided that we are going to play together. So me, Ali, and Casey like form like an alliance, and I kind of knew that she was going to go after me at some point. And Laura told me that she was like Casey was trying to play like the middle. She was trying to have an alliance with with Laura and Garrett, and with me and Ali. And honestly, her being voted out in another tribe wasn't that bad for my game because I kind of felt that she would have gone for me sooner than later. So, and on the same time, that kept Ali closer to me because like I felt that Ali and Casey were closer to each other than to myself. And but game wise, Casey is like amazing player. Like she's so strategic, social. Um, Yeah, I love her on a personal level, but game-wise, it was better for my game that she got voted out.
Yeah,
So thank
she's
you, X.
crazy, crazy fun.
Next, we have Missy.
Missy, we swapped together onto Crete 2.0, and I did vote you out at the first tribal when Casey got idled out. But we hadn't talked yet. And then once we finally got a chance to talk a few days, into that tribe, I felt like we did build a connection. I feel like you are such a sweet person and you have such a big heart. I feel like, unfortunately, again with Casey, I feel like you came into this game with a few bad connections from before the game even started. But you're my outsider chick. I love you. Thank you for all the nice things you've said about me. You're just a really super sweet person, and I wish things would have turned out differently because I know at merge we could have hooked up together and hopefully done some damage. And look, me and X, we were your people on that tribe after that Casey vote, and we made it pretty far. So I feel like you would have had a good chance of making it deep into the game. And I love you, and I really enjoyed getting to know you.
So, I didn't have the chance to talk with Missy that much, even that we were on the same tribe. Uh, but the vibe I was getting from her is that she's like really positive and energetic person. Um, I laughed so hard when herself and Madison were going at each other on that challenge.
Mhm.
It was so much fun. And yeah, like she seemed like a really fun and nice person.
Yep.
Hey, Zach,
Next, we have
Madison.
Madison.
Yes.
Yes.
Madison, we spent the first two tribes together on Hydra 1.0 and Crete 2.0. You're such a sweet girl. I love talking to you. I loved getting to know you on a personal level. Unfortunately, I feel like you weren't the most active person in the game. You were always coming on at kind of like the last minute and making things shift, but you were good at it. You were getting votes at the first swap tribal, and you got online and you ended that shit fast. So like when you were in the game and dedicating your time, you were a killer. And I just don't know if you kind of had the activity for. I don't know if you had things going on, but you're a super sweet person. I love talking to you. I love getting to know you. And I hope you're doing okay. I know you took it pretty tough getting voted out, but keep your head out high. You're a good person.
Yeah, so honestly, I almost cried when we voted Madison out, and when I saw her face, like she was so sweet. Like I felt so bad for getting her out because like she really um was trying to like she wanted to vote with me, and like she was really hoping that I was about to save her. But I just couldn't, like, I was trying to keep those connections with Sky and Kira, and I just couldn't. And of course, I wanted to keep Laura, so I couldn't save Madison. And yeah, like, me and Madison, we had like two conversations. They were so good conversations game-wise. I was really open to work with Madison. I really wanted to work with Madison, but that's just how the things went. I saved her the first vote because most of the people were leaning towards getting Madison out when Missy got out, so I saved her that round. But the next round, I just couldn't do it, and I really felt bad when I saw her face. Like she deserved to play more. I know she wasn't active, I know, but I think she was such a sweetheart, and like she deserved more game time.
Okay. Next we have Laura.
Yeah, I mean, look, I guess I'll just talk first, and you can talk second. I guess, but for all of them, just to keep it consistent at this point. Laura, we spent like 1 or 2 days together on the same tribe. We didn't speak much. I felt like coming into the merge, the people from your previous tribe threw you under the bus so fast, and since we didn't spend any time together, it just was an easy name that stuck. So unfortunately, that's what happened. You seem like a sweet person, and I wish we could have ended up getting to know each other better, but it just didn't happen that way.
Okay, Jake, I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did they tell you about Laura, like coming into the merge?
Well, people came to the merge and they were like, "Oh, she's so shady. She has all these notes. She knows everything about the game. Like she tells everyone everything. Like people were like, oh, she like has so much information like detailed out." And I'm like, okay, well, if you all want to vote her out, fine by me. You know, I have no connection with her, so yeah.
Yeah, so honestly, that's gonna be long. So pretty much me and Laura started working together day one. Like she was the first person I called with in my OG tribe, and I just kind of get the vibe from her. I just really wanted to find that number one, and I think I found it there in Laura. On day two, she told me that she has found the idol, and I was like, okay, so she's my person. She trusts me. She shared with me that she has found the idol, and I really trusted Laura. I had some moments in the game where I really questioned her and her moves because like she was holding information from me, and I wasn't sure if I was her closest. Like I knew she trusted me, but I wasn't sure if she trusted me the most. I was really thinking she was really close to Garrett, and like yeah, I wasn't sure how close they were, you know. But like game wise, it's like she was good for my game because I really trusted her. She was a number for me. I saved her. I I've told her to play the idol, and I kind of lied after that. I haven't, but I really had to save her, you know, because like there wasn't any sense for me to get her out since
Yeah.
like I tried to save her without her using the idol. I was really pitching hard to Kira, Sky, that Laura could have been like a number for us going into the merge. But I think they were like kind of like set in their minds that me, Ali, and Laura were tight and we wouldn't like split and we would have picked each other instead of like them, and they just wanted to like split us up. So they were really pushing for Laura to go, and I couldn't let that happen. So I told her to play the idol, and that was like kind of mistake that I lied afterwards. But whatever, I feel like Laura, she was really a good player. She has found two idols in the game, which is really
Mhm.
impressive. I would say, uh, she was holding information for herself, and I think a lot of people realized that and didn't trust her that much because of that. Like she wasn't selling much people. Like she was like taking more information,
Yeah.
and people were like really suspicious and like didn't trusted her. And I think that was like the reason they wanted her out. And also the fact that um we've been together, me, Laura, and Ali from the beginning, and they just felt that we would have picked each other and we would have been like so tight. And I get that. I was really sad to find out that Laura threw me under the bus in front of X and sharing with him that I've told her to play her idol, and that kind of like hurt my game at that point because I lost a lot of trust with people. But she just got played by X. We all know how X plays, so and that's why I was so upset afterwards because like it was kind of dirty on his behalf, but like Queen Laura, like she did a really good job. She
Mhm.
just like if she didn't give her idol to X, like what a stupid move. She could have
Yeah.
been still in the game, but
Mhm.
it is what it is.
Okay, next we have Garrett.
Garrett, we didn't get onto the same tribe until the third swap, so that was pretty late in the game. We did have an alliance that was made, but I don't think anyone was really loyal to it. So at the merge, it kind of divided us into like the Rhodes people. I felt like everyone was grouping together, and then the others. And at your tribal council, for a long part of the day, it was going to be Zach getting voted out, and then it shifted towards you, and that's kind of all that happened. I like you. You seem like a really nice person. You had a lot of stories to tell, so you were always very fun on the public calls. But yeah, we didn't get to know each other that well.
Garrett. First of all, I want to say that me and you, we had like amazing conversation, like first conversation. I don't know, we go like for more than an hour. Um, I really get to know you, and I think you're an amazing and really interesting and funny person. We both love Taylor Swift. Um, Game wise, I want to say that I didn't trust you because like you weren't giving me anything. Um, like we were like together for so long, and up until March we haven't talked any game, and found out that you were like that with other people as well, and I just felt that you were playing dumb, if I can say that. Like I think you're really smart of a player that knows the game, and you're playing that you don't know what's going on, which was sweet, you know. I think you're amazing, really interesting and smart person. Like you are really good at challenges, and you really helped us win some challenges in roads. And yeah, I'm sad that you got voted out so early. I really tried to save you and get the votes on AJ, I think that vote, but it didn't happen. And yeah, best of luck.
Okie dokie. Next we have Zach.
Zach, we started out on, the OG Hydra tribe together, and then we were able to make it back onto another tribe later on in the game. But, we connected really early on. The first few days, I felt like you were one of my closest friends in the game. And unfortunately, you were left out of the Jordan vote because you guys seemed to be really close. And I feel like after that, we couldn't get back on the same page, which was pretty unfortunate. We had other conversations and we tried to like get back together, but I just felt like it never seemed super genuine. You're a nice guy. I know you did throw like a few hissy fits a few times during the game. But I do really like you. I'm sad that you got voted out. I know you don't see it or you didn't see it then, and you probably won't even believe me. But after this game is over, you can see that there were two tribal councils that you were about to be voted out, and I saved you from both of them. So I understand that you're upset with me that I voted you out, for 11th place, but I did save you twice. So I really do like you. Unfortunately, at that point in the game, it just wasn't the right move for me. And I hope you can understand that. I'm sorry about everything with your boyfriend. I hope you're okay. I'm wishing you the best and sending you positive energy. And, one day, hopefully, we can meet up and share a beer or something.
Zach, I was really sad for you when you cried before you leave. I really tried to keep you in the game. I even like created that chat, about that Jake, right? About the chat with X, Sky, Zach, myself, and Ali. I
Yeah,
was really trying to get the
I
votes on.
Yeah, I know. What happened was, I don't even know if you know that, but like they tried to add me, like they approached me, Sky and X approached me and asked me to vote, like, hey, will you vote Kira with us? And I said no. And I leaked it to Kira. And everyone blamed Ali for leaking it to Kira, but it was really me. And it kind of blew up after that. And I told AJ and Taisha that they were left out of it, and they kind of blew up about that too. But I don't think anyone ever knew it was me.
And it was you the whole time?
Uh-huh.
Really? But like X and Sky knew about it, right?
They knew about what? That it was me?
That you leaked it. Yes.
I'm gonna steer it back on track. Like a just
Okay.
can be a reunion conversation.
Okay.
Okay, like, did you finish with Zach or not?
I finished. Yeah, yeah.
I
I think
haven't. I think I haven't finished. What what? Ah, yes, I was saying that I created that alliance. Yeah, so I was really trying to get the votes on Kira. I even created that chat, like, because like I was like kind of hoping that if five of us were together, um, I think people would have felt like more secured, and I knew that X and Sky wanted Kira out, so I was really hoping that that was going to work. And I really wanted to keep you, Zach, but the things didn't felt the way I wanted to. I really felt bad for you. I really wanted to work with you. Like, you know that you and Ali had like a 3-person alliance. I trusted you. Like, I don't want to say I trusted you like 100%, but I had a lot of trust in you. I feel like you're someone that I could have like rely on. And I think people saw that. Like, Jake, you saw that me and Zach were close,
Mhm.
right? People saw that, and I think that was the reason for them voting you out. Um, I really tried, and you're an amazing person. Like, don't let your guard down. Don't cry for guys. You're amazing, and you'll find another boyfriend. And yeah,
Next, we have Bobby.
Bobby, this was a shot in the heart for me. I adored you. I loved you. You were like my closest ally in the game, honestly. You were the only person who I felt like I could really trust because you were just so sweet and down to earth. And you
what
really,
about me?
later on in the game. But like Bobby was my guy. He was so sweet. He didn't seem to have a mean bone in his body. So I really did genuinely trust him. Unfortunately, we got split up on those day one or those 1 day tribes and you got sent home. I genuinely believe that if we were together, you wouldn't have gone home because I do feel like I could have pushed for you to stay. Unfortunately, we were separated and you got sent home, but just know I love you and I can't wait to continue our friendship after the game. I was super sad.
Abby, oh, like we didn't have so much conversations, but we were really trying to get there. We were really trying to work together. Me and you, like, people were saying that me and you were so close, which wasn't like true. Like, we were trying to get close, but we haven't talked that much. I really saw you as someone that I wanted to work with. I knew that you were on the bottom and that people like kind of like didn't trust you that much. So I really tried to get you with me, but I didn't have the time because like we both got voted out, and we had to battle it out. Like, you did so good in that challenge, battle back challenge. You're so sweet, you're so nice, so kind. I didn't want to see you go that early. I was really hoping to work with you more in the game. Um, and yeah, like, you did amazing job at the battle back competition. Best of luck.
Next, we have Ali.
Ali, I really enjoyed talking to you. We didn't talk much game because we knew that we were on opposite sides and we didn't spend time bullshitting each other. But then we finally came together at the end and we voted together for the first time pretty much. And unfortunately, that was the day you got out. So clearly, the universe did not want us to work together. But I did love talking to you. You seemed like a really nice and chill guy. I genuinely tried to save you that night. I think you do believe that. X kind of screwed that one up for us. But yeah, I really like you. And I'm sorry for how that went. But I really did want you to stay. I really tried my hardest. You know that too.
Ali, Ali, you are my guy. You are my final two, brah. Like, I'm so fucking sad that you got voted out. Like I was trying so hard to keep you in the game. Like I even created that alliance with like Jake and X to keep you. I was trying to get you guys together, to get you guys to trust each other. And it was really hard. Like you were the only person I trusted 100%. I knew that every conversation I had with you was genuine. I really felt bad that some people try to make you look like a liar, which you're not. Like, yes, a lot of people lie in this game, but I feel like out of all, you are like the least liar. Like, you're really genuine. Even in the game, you were truthful to your word. Like, you said that like, you promised to Kira that you wouldn't vote for her, and you kept to his word, to your word. Like, you're so honest, genuine, amazing. You're fun. Like our conversations were so fun. Like I was laughing so hard. Um, your joy. So like I love you. I love you. I love you. Um, you're my number one. You played really good game. I was really sad to see you go. And yes, you deserved more. I was really hoping to be with you in the final two. I'm sorry, Jake.
You're good.
And love you.
Okay. Next we have AJ. I will say finale does start in 27 minutes, so just be mindful of that.
Yep, I had no speech. AJ, I adore you. When we finally got together on the road to 3.0 tribe, we got along really well. And going into the merge, you were one of my closest allies, and I felt that way for a bit. But then you started to get a little shaky, and I felt like when we went onto the separate tribes for that one round, your loyalties really shifted, and I didn't know where your head was at anymore. And unfortunately, after I made the failed move on Brian with Bellion, I kind of went to my alliance and said, "Hey, look, I'll do whatever you guys say. I want to win back trust with you guys. So just tell me who you want to vote." And they were like, "It's AJ." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I guess it's AJ then. But I love you. You're super fun. You're super nice. And I'm glad that you finally got to stand on your own 2 feet and play your own game. And hopefully we can be friends after this."
AJ, me and you like didn't have the chance to work together. We've tried. We had a really nice conversations. Um, you're amazing person. You are always like with a smile on your face, and I really enjoyed our conversations. I felt that even though that we weren't like on the same side and we weren't working together, we kind of had some trust in each other. Like we kind of like wanted to work with each other, but like that time never came. You voted for me before you leave, so I just had to vote for you. Um, you're amazing and best of luck.
Okay. Next we have Brian.
Brian, I adore you. You're such a sweet guy. I don't know if I can go into too much detail about Brian, but I love you. It's unfortunate that you got out of the game, and I hope that everything is going okay for you. And I hope that we can talk after all of this.
Brian, we didn't have the chance to talk that much into the game. Um, but you're a really nice and positive person. And I think you're really kind, and a lot of people loved you for a reason in this game.
Next is the queen herself, Taisha.
Aisha, this one was really hard for me emotionally, but I knew what had to be done, obviously. You were my day one person in this game. We clicked from the get-go. We talked so much fucking shit about everyone in this game together, and all of our conversations were just super fun and funny, and I genuinely love and adore you. Unfortunately, when we hit the merge, rumors about my idol went out, and you did tell me that you were the person who leaked it because you were the only person I told before the merge. And after you told me that you leaked it, I just couldn't trust you anymore. I appreciated you telling me I loved and adored you, but after that, I just felt like it wasn't the same. Um, Everyone knew you were a huge threat in this game. No one wanted to sit with you at the end. When it came down to the final six, I loved you and I was sorry that I had to lie to you, but I knew that if I was honest and upfront with you, there was a chance that you could spin the votes together and make a move because you're that good. You're that much of a social player. Like I said, it was tough for me, but I knew that that was the move that had to be made. I love and adore you, and I hope that me and don't hold it against me after this game is over because I definitely want to remain friends with you.
Queen Tai, you're a real queen. Uh, we've played with you before in iSurvivor, and I voted for you to win. I hope to return the favor now. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so I was telling people from day one that we've played together that you are a threat because you are. Your social game is the best social game I ever seen. You're so amazing, but you're a bad liar. I want to say you're a bad liar. Um, we were kind of bullshitting each other and never got on the same page. Me and you like both lost our votes, and like I was really trying to like trust you and vote together, but it didn't happen. We didn't trust each other. Like, and like you kind of like wanted to make a move with me, like in the final six when it was too late. I knew that I had to vote you out because like first you were really good at challenges. You won two immunity challenges up until that point, and second, your social game was really amazing, and I couldn't let you go far. I think final six was the right time to get you out of the game. You're amazing. On a personal level, I adore you, but on a game level, I don't want you any near the end, anywhere near the end. Yeah, Queen.
Next, we have Sky.
Sky, you are a badass queen. I love you. Coming into the merge, since we didn't spend any time together, you were someone who I felt like was going to be a huge target of mine who I wanted to get out. But then we ended up on the same side of things. And for the first few rounds, we didn't really talk one-on-one that much. It was more in a group setting. But then towards the end, we actually, grew a lot closer and talked so much. And you know how much I adore you. You're super sweet. I did not want you to go home when you went home. Unfortunately, exit other plans, but I love you and I hope you're doing okay. You played a great game. I hope that everyone's comments have not affected you too much and that you're doing well because, you're a good person.
Sky, oh, our conversation was so nice. Me and you had like one of the longest conversation I had in the game. It was always pleasure to talk with you. It wasn't only game, it was personal as well. I kind of felt that we connected. Like game wise, I was really trying to work with you. But I think you were leaking so much information that I couldn't trust you. Um, yeah, like you were sharing a lot of information with me, which I was really thankful. But uh, I knew what you were doing. Like you're amazing, amazing player. You survived up until like final five with a big target on your back. A lot of people wanted to go after you, and you're a queen. You survived, and you're an amazing person. So never change, and I love you.
Next, we have X.
X, wow, we spent a lot of this game together ever since, the first swap. We were there all the way to the final four. I love you. You're such a fun guy, but you were a messy player and you really made a lot of big moves in the game. You were a huge threat, and I just knew I couldn't sit next to you at the end. There were a few times where you lied to me and went back on things that you said and made moves for yourself. So at the end of the day, I had to make a move for myself, and that was to vote you out. I love you as a person. You're a great guy. I hope that there are no hard feelings because I know how close we were. And I know I can understand why you'd be upset, but I had to play to win. I had to do everything I had to do. And I hope that we can be friends outside of this game because you are a great person and a really good player.
Oh my gosh, X, like me and you, we had like a rocky start. At the beginning of the merge, we had a fight in that tribe chat. I was really upset at you on what you did to Laura. However, I knew that I had to adapt, so I really moved and I really put a lot of effort to like work with you and trust you. And it was really hard to get to that point, and we finally got to the final five where you agreed to vote for Sky. And um, you were really convinced that I was going to keep you at the four, and I had to lie to you. Like, I'm sorry, but I had to convince you that I was with you because I knew that you wouldn't do the move on Sky if you had some questions about me. So I had to lie. I had to promise you a vote at the four. So you're amazing. I think you did the biggest moves in the game. You were you had like a really big target on your back and you managed to survive up until final four, which is really impressive. And you're an amazing player. Our conversations were really nice. We had some personal conversations as well. I really respect you. Nothing but bad to say about you. And yeah,
Last but certainly not least, we have Kira.
Queen
Kira,
Giver.
you are a queen. You're a great player. You're a powerhouse. You're super likable, super fun, super competitive. I respect you so much as a person and a player. We got really close in this game, and I didn't expect that because, the first few rounds of merge, you were one of the people I trusted the most. We came to the merge, we hadn't been together since the first tribe, but we grew really close. You were one of my favorite people to go on call with and talk with because our minds just like worked in similar ways and we shared a lot of information. I don't think people knew that we were as close as we were at that point in the game. I love you. Unfortunately, towards the end, yeah, I did try to make moves against you because I just knew you were a threat to win. Like I knew that I did not want to be sitting next to you in the end. I don't think anyone wanted to be sitting next to you in the end. We made it to the final three, I'm happy that you were voted out and not me, but I do love and respect you as a person. I hope that we can stay in touch after this, and I can't wait to go to North Carolina and ride some water slides. Thank you.
Kira, like me voting you out was a really tough decision, not because I had questions about it, but because I knew how hard it is, like for someone to be like voted out that close to the end. And I'm really sad that you had to leave, but that's the game. I really tried to work with you throughout this game. I had a time where I really trusted you right before the merge when we were like at the 3.0 tribe with Ali and Sky. I really trusted you more than Sky. I was really hoping to work with you. However, when the merge hit, like I started like hearing stuff that you were like saying about Laura, and you weren't telling me those stuff, like you were telling like other people, and I kind of like lost trust with you. I was really trying to work with you, and like we just talk about it. Think that both of us lost trust with each other, and we were like kind of on like different sides. I know that people were like thinking that me, you and Ali were so close, but that wasn't the case. You're one of the best players in this season, if not the best, I would say. Not sure, but because like you had a really big target on your back since like the merge happened, and you managed to survive up until the final three. And i- if you would have won like the final three challenge, like you could have been like in the final two and winning. And I knew like I tried to give you a chance, but I know it was the best decision for me to get you out. And respect, you're a great person and great player.
Well, that concludes Rites of Passage. I'm glad we could find a time to do this right before finale. Um, Congrats on Final Two again, and no one had to speak about you being fallen soldiers. So, congratulations, and we'll reconvene in 15 minutes.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.